In this video, I'm going to turn a used bowling pin into a magical unicorn bowling pin. This is going to be a birthday gift for a little girl who is turning 7, and she is actually on a bowling team with my son and I. It's really cute. My son and I do it's kind of like a mother-son, parent-child bowling league, and myself, my son, and this little girl and her dad are all on a bowling team together. So it's going to be really cute. It's going to be the perfect gift for her. She does love unicorns and she is a bowler. So I'm going to get started. So I have here some air dry clay, and here's the bowling pin that has it already has a coat of primer on it, which is Rust-Oleum primer to kind of help smooth everything out and give it a nice undercoat. And I already went ahead for time's sake and started working with the unicorn face to try to mold the clay onto the face to create the nostrils and the mouth and kind of start to give it some character. So this, I think, will dry nicely and it will actually kind of seal itself right to the pin. I won't need to glue it on or anything after. It should stay there in place. The other parts I will have to glue, like this unicorn horn. I learned that a unicorn horn is also called an alicorn, and it's believed to have magical and healing properties. So making this magical alicorn unicorn horn, not corn, horn. It's kind of long and dainty. It should dry nicely though. It'll dry, it'll stay nice and hard and in place once it's all dry and I can glue it on. I'm going to add a little bit of detail to the horn. It has like these little rings on it. Moving on to the ears. So it's been a few days. Everything's had time to dry. So I'm just doing some sanding to get any excess clay off and make everything nice and smooth before I actually glue the ears and the unicorn horn on. Smoothing everything down. I did add a little bit more in this area, a little bit extra like bulk in that area to make it a little bit more realistic looking. But this is sort of tough to see. The horn, once it's on, the ears. I need 3 hands to really show you. You'll see it in the next part. Okay, so the ears and the horn are now glued on, and I'm ready to start painting. And just so you could get an idea of where I'm kind of headed with this, this is some fake fur of many colors. It is going to kind of wrap around sort of like that. So it's going to start to look more magical and unicorn-like. But I'm going to put that aside for now. And I have a little palette here with a lot of different whites and just some different, these two are color shift purples. A little bit of light blue, some pink, and these are pretty color shift white, kind of like an iridescent white. So there's going to be a lot of mixing involved here. It's mostly going to come out white with like just some hints of different colors. So I'm just going to start going over everything with a plain white. Now that there is a white base on, I'm going to start adding in little hints of color. So I'm going to start with some pink and maybe a little iridescent white. Let's see what this does. A little experiment here. I just want a really light pink color for the kind of this end here and the inside of the ears. I think I want to go a little lighter than that even. There's just a hint of pink here. Give it some hint of purple. Very light here, not a lot. I want it to still look white, but just with some different tones of some different colors. Purple here, maybe a little purple over here. Okay, so now that there's just like a touch of color on there, I'm going to go back into the white, this nice iridescent white, and work this back in. This will kind of blend this purple and just make it this really nice, shiny combination of white and purple iridescent. I do want like a white iridescent coat on the whole thing. I do plan to do the horn in a kind of a gold color. That'll be the last thing that I paint. Okay, I've gone ahead and mixed the white iridescent with a little bit of a darker purple. It's more on the white side than purple, but I'm gonna do the bottom part in this color, and I think it's going to like look really neat. Some different kind of colors worked in here. So I actually went through and added a little touch of pink into this iridescent mix. And now I'm just going back and adding some more iridescent white back in to give it a little bit more of a white shiny look. Okay, so then I've had some drying time, and now I have a teeny tiny paintbrush and time to add the eyes in. I want to be really careful with these eyes. I want to make sure that they look like kind eyes. Unicorns have to have like kind, friendly eyes, sweet eyes. Even smaller brush, maybe add like tiny eyelashes. Put that aside for now. I'm going to add a little bit more detail to the eyes later. But right now I'm going to go ahead and do the unicorn horn, the alicorn in this kind of shimmery gold. Okay, and just adding a tiny bit of detail to the little nostrils and the mouth, give it some definition. Time to add a tiny, tiny dot to the eyes of white. Just use the back of my paintbrush here. And I'm gonna go over this alicorn with a little bit of sparkle. Okay, everything is now nice and dry, so I'm adding the Mod Podge to seal it all in. And here it is, the finished unicorn. I went ahead and added the fake fur, and everything is all done. Thank you so much for joining me for the creation of this unicorn bowling pin. I really hope that the birthday girl loves it, and as always, if there's anything you'd like to see me paint or create on a bowling pin in the future, please let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe to join me for more artisanal adventures. Bye-bye! What do you think? Do you like it? Yeah. It matches your tiara.